Hey guys, welcome to Steve Red's house. Today I'm going to try to see if I can build Patches a dog house out of scrap I got sitting around the house, or there's been people who have rebuilt their fences and the utility easement on the other side of my fence, and there's some lumber over there I think I can use as well. I got an old pallet. Well, my camera doesn't want to stay focused, or it doesn't want to stay in place, but I got an old pallet that I had from when I got the shingles delivered when me and my brother rebuilt my roof. I got a piece of decking left over. I got some wood that Home Depot gave us because there's imperfections with it. So thank you, Home Depot. I can use that. So I think with everything that is behind the fence and the stuff that I have here, I think I got enough lumber to build her house. I got shingles left over. I got felt paper left over, so I think we'll be able to get it done for her. She does need one. She does spend quite a bit of time inside, but she spends quite a bit of time outside too. So if she starts getting hot, the sun's directly over, or the wind's blowing, it's kind of cool. If it starts raining while we're not here, I want her to have a place to go. So we're going to see if we can do that for her. So I have this pallet here. I figured I can cut the boards even with the cross member on it and use that for part of the floor, put that over it and use that for the floor. This is a siding and a piece of plywood that Home Depot gave us. Apparently somebody bought a piece of plywood and just needed part of it, so they cut it for them and they couldn't sell the same piece twice. So between that and what's on the other side of my fence, I think we got enough to get it done for her. And she's really trying to get me to play with something. She keeps picking various toys up and dropping them at me. Let me see. If you want me to throw it, you got to give it to me. Nope, she wants to play keep away. There we go. Are you ready? You want it? And she just lost interest in it. Oh well. Let's get back to building the house. I know you guys have probably seen this in the background of the videos before. If you ever wondered what's in there, well, the main reason why I built it is because I don't have a garage and I needed somewhere to put this. So definitely don't want to leave it outside, but that's the biggest thing that's in there. Then of course my tools and various other things. But that's what's hiding in here. Well, you're wondering, does the motorcycle work? The hell did she just take off with? She just ran out of the shed with something. You'll get that in a minute. Haven't had this thing on in a little bit and hadn't really had time to get on it and ride around. I'm probably going to take it to work tomorrow, but we're going to see if it's still going to fire up. Let's find out. It looks sluggish. Been a while. Let me make sure choke's on, gas is on. Choke is on, gas is on. Let's try it again. Come on. There it goes. It's been a while. Probably need to put a fresh tank of gas in this thing too. Alright, well, we know it works. Turn the key back off. And turn the gas off on it. Alright, well, we know it works. Oh, the camera got a little dark on you. Something I thought was really cool. Went to reach in my pocket, get the keys out. Found a $5 bill in my pocket. I was trying to figure out, how the hell did that get there? I didn't put that in there. Thanks, Elena. She put the money in my pocket earlier because I was going to get something, and then she completely forgot she gave me the money and she went and got it. So, thanks, babe. If you never remind me to give it back to you, then it's mine. Thank you. You guys want to hear something really stupid? Went to get this thing out. Well, let me wait for this thing to fly over. Maybe you can still hear me. I won't know until I go back and look at it. Helicopter's been flying over my house all day for some reason. But I took this thing out. I put the battery on the charger. I forgot to plug plug it in, so hopefully it's got a little bit of power left in it. But I got this cut for the floor. We'll get it screwed in real quick. All right, well, that's got the floor on it. You don't like it? Is that big enough for you? Yeah, that's big enough for you. All right, don't you hate it when you're trying to do a project and you get going on it and then you got to stop and do something else? Pretty much what just happened. I got a call, I got some things I got to go do, and about the time I get back, it's going to be dark. So, not really what I wanted to do. So, I don't know if I'm going to end this video here in a few minutes, maybe add a few things onto it later on this evening, or I'm just going to wait till my next day off and come out here and continue it then. But I got other things to do then too, so I don't really know. And if any of you guys have seen these fence panels over here wondering, well, why don't you use that for the doghouse? Well, that's because I've actually got a couple pieces of fence that I got to replace. I was trying to see what she was doing behind me. So that's what that's going to be used for. And you know, I know it'd probably be cheaper just to go buy some 2x4s instead of going out there and disassembling some of the fence that's up there. But the whole purpose of this is to show that you can do a project like this without having to go buy anything if you actually look around for the material. Let me find my words here. For the materials that you need. Even the shed that I got, the one I got the Harley in. I'd say probably 80% of that storage building is free stuff I got off Craigslist. Took me about a week and a half to compile it, but found a few people giving away scraps. I found somebody that had built a playhouse for the kids and did a really poor job of construction, and they didn't feel it was safe and they didn't want to mess with it, so they said, hey, if you come tear this down, you can have all the materials on it. So I did. And that's where about 80% of the material came from for that workshop. I've got shelves in it. It's got a very, very solid floor in it. I mean, that bike is 948 pounds, so I wanted to make sure that that floor wasn't going to go anywhere with that kind of weight sitting on it all the time. So, but if you look around, you can find things like that. And I know I can go buy these. I mean, 2x4s are not very expensive at all. The most expensive part on it, since I've already got shingles and I've already got felt paper, would be the plywood for the roof and for the floor. But I got the siding and stuff for free. I've got plywood for free, so I'm not even gonna need that. So the whole thing on it is just to show that you can do something like this for free. But unfortunately now I gotta take off and it's gonna be dark by the time I get back. So what I thought was gonna be probably a couple-hour project is gonna be like a 3-day project now. And I still got to replace part of my fence, some of the storms that we had. You see the fence behind me is pretty much brand new, and that's because some of the storms that we had just tore the hell out of these fences. So I've got to replace a couple of sections of my fence. They're still standing, but they probably won't be very long. If we get another good storm roll through here, it's probably going to take about 8 feet of that fence down. So I've got to replace the poles, I've got to replace that, so I've got to dig the hose out, concrete them in, and then put the panels back up. So I mean, these panels aren't brand new, but it's a hell of a lot better than what's on there. And there again, it's doing something without having to pay for the materials, which is really what I'm trying to do. I did have to go buy new poles. One of them I got for free. The other two I went and bought. But if I can get stuff for free, whether I can afford it or not, why not do it? Why not go ahead and do it and save that money and use it for something else? I got a vacation coming up. We're going to go to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and maybe do a little bit of fishing. So just get away from things, get away from Arlington for a little while and just try to relax for a little bit. We've been going pretty much non-stop with our jobs and other things going on for a while, so hopefully that'll be a break. We can sit down and just sit back and relax and do some fun things out there, and we are going to take you guys with us, so hopefully y'all enjoy those videos. Maybe I'll actually catch a fish. I'd hate to video me just throwing a line out in the water all the time and not reeling anything in. So maybe that'll be good, but that won't be till the end of this month. We're in October now. We're going the end of October, end of this month. So I guess I'll turn this off because I don't know if I'm going to end this video yet or not, but I guess I'll find out a little bit. Maybe I can get back a little sooner than I think I can. Okay, well, I got a couple of things done I needed to do. Just got gas, and I got a question. Why do gas pumps ask you if you want a receipt when you hit yes? It tells you to go see the cashier. I wanted to say to begin with, say, hey, if you want a receipt for your gas, go back inside. No reason for you to pay at the pump, because you got to go in there anyways. Just a thought. Now I got one more stop to make. Got to go pick up a camera somebody else has right now. I'm going to make sure they're home, but I really got to go get that camera because right now this entire video is being filmed on my cell phone. So I'd like to get that so I can start using that camera again, but we'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. This is the utility easement behind my house. Kind of an update from earlier. My buddy is not home, so I can't go get the camera from him. And he probably won't be home to where I can get it till about Thursday. So this is Tuesday, so it'll be a couple of days. So I decided to come back and at least get the wood I'm going to need for that. And if you look, there are just piles of it back here from other people doing their fences. I know he's going to have a dumpster come back here and throw everything in there and get rid of all of it. So I thought, well, you know, I'll come back out here and get what I need before he does that. So I have a little bit of time before it gets dark. It's getting kind of closer now. It's about 6:30 and we're in October, so the sun won't be up much longer. So I'm going to get some of the wood I need from this while it's still here, and I guess on my next day off, which is in a couple of days, I'll come out here and go back out there and finish our doghouse. Yeah, I think that one will work. I think this one will work too, and if you hear the dog barking, Patches is kind of freaking out because she can't figure out how the hell I got on the other side of the fence. I don't really know if I'm going to need much more than this, but I'll take a look and see if I can find another 2x4. Well, that's 3 of them. Hello guys. Now, when I started the video before, I wasn't sure if I was going to end it then, if I was going to finish it, or what I was going to do with it. Obviously, since I haven't ended it yet, I decided not to. And I'm building this doghouse, and I got part of the frame up, and then I realized I made an error in my measurements. Let me show you what I did here. Okay, so I got the side frame up, and where these boards are nailed in or into that sideboard on that pallet. Yes, this is going to be for you. Hope you like it. Then I'm thinking, well, I can just do that all the way around. And then I realized that, you know, there's no sideboard here. You know, I got those 2 little coming out here, but that's not really where I want to screw into. So the boards I cut were the same length as these, which isn't going to work. So what I got to do is I'm going to screw this down into here for the center one, and then I got to measure the difference between what that board needs to be versus that one, and then cut that, and then I'll screw it onto that board and then screw them both on to the floor. And then on the other side where the door is going to be, I'll have to do it twice over there. So that was my mistake, and it's easily fixed. At least the boards were cut too long and not too short, so I don't have to scrap them. So let me get that done, and then I'll just kind of show you as this goes along. Now, for all you framers out there, I know this is not the proper way to frame a house. not building a house, building a dog house. It's not something that she's going to live in. This is something to provide her shelter from the sun, from wind, from rain. It is going to have a shingled roof on it. So don't give me any comments about this is not how you frame a house. I know that. The frame I did on my shed over here, that would be more like you would a house. It's not what I'm building here. So don't beat me up on that in the comments. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to turn the camera back on while I was doing this. But here we go. Couldn't tell it till I get over here, but obviously the walls are kind of going like this. But when I put these in, that'll bring that back together. What the hell? Wet. Well, there's that part. Now I need to do the roof, and I didn't get enough material for the roof, so I need to go back there and find a little bit more. Not much, maybe one more of the long boards. There's one back there I don't remember. I'll have to look, but I can go back there and see what I got. Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, this video is dragging on forever, and part of the reason why I kept getting caught away for different things. Elena has been in the hospital since yesterday. Been up there with her for a good part of today, and she finally told me that she was a big girl and that I could come home. So if I'm gonna be home anyways, I decided that I'll go ahead and finish working on this thing, or at least get some of it done. As you can see, I pretty much got the framing done on it. I did have to cheat a little bit. I couldn't remember how to do the rafters, how to get the cuts right on it, and measure the length of everything. So I actually had to look up a different YouTube channel to refresh my memory on how to do that. But I got that done, got the framing done, and I still kind of made a boo-boo on part of it. Let me show you this part of it. Okay, the reason why I put these here was, one, I was going to bring the roof out just a little bit, so if it rained and it was hitting that, it wouldn't drop directly onto the wall. But putting the siding on here, I was going to just put the siding on here, then just trace it out along here and cut it. And I realized that when I put this on there, that kind of doesn't allow me to do that. So I'm probably just going to pull these back off. I got them on both sides, and put that on there, and then put these back on, and then put the roof on it and everything else. So I have to take those back off and get it going. I don't think I'm going to drag this video up too much longer. Probably just show little steps as I get different parts of it done. So got the siding on it, I got the decking on the roof, and I decided against going with those other couple boards on there. Now the compressor wants to come on. Got tired of hammering, so I decided to break out the air compressor and my nail gun. Hell of a lot quicker. Now I guess all I'll do is show you once I get the shingles on it so you can see the finished product. Alright, so there it is. I know it's really dark out here, but you can see it pretty good. Got the shingles on it, got the siding on it, got the ridge cap on it. It is pretty much ready to go. I'm still going to put some trim over the corners to kind of cover them up. Other than that, this thing is good to go, and it's good to go for the night since I can no longer really see what the hell I'm doing. Well, look at all this crap I get to clean up now. I got a compressor sitting over here, air lines, nail gun, hammer. I got a box of nails that tumped over here somewhere. There it is. I got a circular saw, a jigsaw, my miter saw, my cordless drill, a bunch of scrap wood, pieces of shingles, felt paper, all kinds of crap all over this yard. I get to have fun, but you know what? There's the doghouse, and she was even in it for about 45 seconds. Hopefully she'll get used to it. This lighting is not real great out here, but what's the worst part about doing a project like this, especially late at night? Well, it's all the crap I got to clean up now. But I guess that project was done. I did find out Elena gets to come home tomorrow. I don't know if she wants me to go into specifics of why she's in there, so I'm not going to do that. Wow, this camera's looking really, really blurry. Let's see if it'll focus. Focus. Come on. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys had a great day. Hope you're enjoying life. And as always, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Please share. Please like it. Leave a comment if you want. But thank you for watching. Hope you continue to watch our videos. And we'll see you guys later. Have a blessed day. Thank you very much. Good night.